Dear Horse, as you awaken at the cusp of a brand new cycle, imagine standing at the edge of a path where the textures of 2025's wood snake year fade into memory and a vibrant blaze of fire horse energy rises ahead. In the year just past, you moved with the quiet caution of the snake, sensing undercurrents and waiting patiently for the ideal moment to act. Now, fire horse's flame beckons, and you feel a surge of urgency calling you outward. In 2025, you watched opportunities drift by, choosing reflection over impulse. Now, in 2026, you will notice two shifts. First, where you once held back in meetings to refine every detail, you will feel an urge to share ideas boldly, trusting instinct rather than waiting for full certainty. Second, where you invited only close allies into plans, you may now cast your vision wider, drawing in fresh perspectives even if they unsettle your comfort. This year asks that you embrace impatience wisely and carry forward your independence while inviting collaboration rather than retreat. Your sign naturally offers fiery enthusiasm and unflinching loyalty. You bring to every task boundless energy that sparks others into motion, and you crave freedom as though it were oxygen for your spirit. Yet you also require affirmation. If you feel unrecognized, you risk galloping toward burnout or slipping into restlessness. Under Fire Horse's glow, your enthusiasm brightens into a beacon that draws allies, and your loyalty anchors projects. At the same time, your need for autonomy intensifies, and ordinary routines may feel unbearably confining unless you weave them with bursts of creative spontaneity. Focus on finances and career. In 2025, AI automation accelerated change. Roles you held shifted as algorithms took on tasks you once mastered, and you felt the ground tremble beneath your hooves. You hesitated when ventures appeared, unsure whether to lean into risk or guard what you had carefully built. Now, Fire Horse energy urges action. You can charge boldly forward or pivot with nimble caution when markets shift. Your resilience is a signature strength. You rebound quickly when plans veer off course. Yet impulsive streaks may surface if you become too eager, charging ahead without weighing long-term consequences. You might excel as a project manager in an innovative startup where rapid problem-solving is prized, yet you could struggle in a highly regulated environment that demands meticulous approval steps, as the slow pace may drain your fervor. This year asks you to harness your resilience while reining in impulsive decisions with brief pauses of reflection. In matters of the heart, if you share a committed partnership, Fire Horse energy may stoke both passion and friction. You and your partner might crave grand adventures together, even if that means shaking up routines you once held dear. To keep the bond strong, consider a nightly ritual. Before sleep, each of you shares one thing you admired in the other and one request for support. This practice can quiet simmering tension and remind you both why you galloped toward one another. If you are single, look for social windows in early spring and late autumn, when pulses of Fire Horse energy heighten your magnetism. Picture yourself at a community art workshop in late March. As you move among easels and colors, you sense someone's gaze catching the spark of your creative enthusiasm. Last year, you might have nodded politely and returned to your thoughts. But in 2026, you have permission to approach that stranger, ask about their work, and let the conversation gallop into unexpected territory. By entertaining fresh connections without sacrificing your boundaries, you invite possibility into your life. Turning to the heavens, a key transit in 2026 occurs when Mars meets Jupiter in late July. Simply put, this alignment brings confidence paired with restless drive. Think of a lightning bolt illuminating uncharted terrain. For you, this transit could test courage, pushing you toward ambitions you shelved in quieter seasons. Yet it also supports you by providing raw motivation. When Mars ignites Jupiter's promise, you feel eager to sprint toward dreams, but wary of overcommitment. In those days, listen to your heart's rhythm. Allow your pace to match the strength you feel, remembering that even a horse needs to pause for a breath when sprinting across a field. Under Fire Horse's blaze, two advantages stand out. First, your charisma. Already bright, now feels almost irresistible. Colleagues gravitate to your orbit the moment you enter a room. In mid-2025, under Snake energy, you presented ideas quietly and observed reactions. In 2026, you stride into a meeting, voice resonant, inspiring collaboration within moments. Second, your creative ambition, which felt squeezed last year when details demanded patience, now expands into bold projects. Recall a late 2025 brainstorming session when you carefully refined every word. This year, picture yourself sketching a prototype on the fly, ideas sparking in rapid succession. Both shifts reveal how Firehorse empowers you to shine. Yet be mindful of two disadvantages. Your impulsive streak, dormant under snake caution, may flare uncontrollably. In early 2025, you held back from a major purchase until all variables aligned. In 2026, you might dive in without researching long-term effects, leaving you scrambling months later. Additionally, Firehorse may amplify restlessness, as though your spirit gallops faster than your body can carry you. In 2025, you enjoyed steady solo hikes under Snake Wisdom. Now you might try to cover twice the distance in half the time, risking exhaustion rather than savoring each step. These contrasts remind you to temper Firehorse's heat with thoughtful pauses when necessary. Consider a moment from summer 2025 when you resisted speaking up in a group discussion because you feared rattling others with your fiery views. You sat quietly as voices rose around you. In 2026, a similar scenario may arise, but this time you charge to the front, ready to speak your truth. Yet because the ground remains vulnerable, that group may not be prepared for your accelerated pace. Remember that mirror from last year and ask, can you adjust your rhythm so you share insights while allowing space for others to respond? Only then does your stride become a shared gallop instead of a runaway stampede. In 2025, your interpersonal world may have felt like a valley of shifting shadows, moments where you felt seen and others where you felt solitary. Perhaps you walked into a cafe and offered a warm smile to a friend, but their eyes remained distant, lost in their own concerns. You may have sent a message to a collaborator only to receive silence in return, leaving you to wonder if your voice was unnoticed. Under Firehorse energy in 2026, these patterns shift dramatically, and soulmates from your traditional circle come closer. The goat's gentle patience can cradle your energetic gallop, offering a soft space where your heart's wild rhythms feel heard. Picture meeting a goat colleague at a summer retreat. You share ideas around a campfire, and they listen with steady eyes, nodding in quiet empathy. Under Firehorse light, you recognize that their calm presence supplies the missing warmth of steady companionship. You remember how in 2025 you chased inspirations alone, but now Goat's sense of grounded beauty shows you how to build a shared vision without dimming your flame. The monkey brings playful intelligence to your world. Envision an evening when you improvise music on a rooftop, and a monkey friend hands you a percussion instrument. They keep rhythm with a grin, encouraging you to stretch your performance into new territories. Under last year's caution, you might have dismissed such spontaneity as distracting. Now, you see that laughter and flexibility fuel your convictions. From unexpected corners, surprising matches may slip in. A dragon might stride into your life at a late-night brainstorming session, their presence electrifying and unpredictable. In 2025, you skirted dragons, fearing their intensity. But in 2026, dragons' energy matches your own, propelling you toward creative collaboration that surpasses any solo endeavor. Or a rat could appear at a bustling market stall in early spring. Their clever mind weaves through logistics, offering solutions just when the world feels overwhelming. Under last year's Snake Whisper, you might have dismissed their pragmatism as dull. Now you sense that rats' resourcefulness was precisely what you needed to turn visions into reality. Allies may become anchors. The rabbit and the dog step forward. The rabbit senses your hidden anxieties, offering gentle guidance when frantic pace threatens to consume you. Imagine a late-night studio session where fatigue weighs on you. Rabbit arrives with herbal tea, guiding you to rest and listening without judgment. Their calm presence reflects a quieter side you crave even amid blaze. The dog stands as an unwavering sentinel, resonating with your longing for loyalty and grounding you when Firehorse energy surges. Picture calling your dog friend at dawn, heart hammering with a new idea, and hearing them cheer you forward, reminding you that loyalty can be both a shield and a saddle. Yet not every influence feels gentle. The tiger's fierce demands for honesty can sound like thunder crashing into your steady gallop. Imagine a tiger friend confronting you about your reluctance to delegate tasks. Their directness may sting, echoing frustrations you felt in 2025 when you hesitated to voice concerns. In 2026, transform that tension into growth by using Tiger's roar as a mirror, inviting you to claim your authority without apology. Another challenging animal is the snake, whose whispering caution taught you patience but now may tempt you to retreat when bold action beckons. Imagine that warning echoing as you prepare to launch a new venture. Instead of letting fear derail you, align snake's quiet wisdom with your fiery will and charge ahead with measured confidence. In 2026, fire element means action quickens and passions intensify. Those born as a wood horse may find the blazing heat overwhelming, their creativity needing extra nourishment to stay grounded. Fire horses may shine brightly but risk scorching themselves if they forget to temper desire with discipline. Earth horses could flourish, their steady nature providing a strong foundation for fiery initiatives, whereas metal horses cut through obstacles with sharp clarity, turning embers into progress. Water horses might struggle as their fluid nature cools too quickly under intense flame unless they surround themselves with supportive circles to reflect their energy back. As a self-care suggestion anchored in firehorse energy, adopt a weekly ritual of sunset journaling. Write down 3 moments that fueled your passion and 3 that drained your energy. Then burn those pages in a small fireproof dish, visualizing the release of what no longer serves you and the ignition of intentions guiding you forward. Have you ever felt your heart race faster than your thoughts could follow? Have you noticed how a single spark of inspiration can ignite endless possibilities before you catch your breath? This year, pay attention to how your body carries your fire, and ask yourself if you gallop because you must or because something new beckons. In every stride, remember that the fire horse's greatest gift is to show you that to burn brightly is not to consume, but to illuminate the path for yourself and others. May your flame light both your way and the world around you, guiding you home to your most authentic self.